Greetings once again, everyone, and welcome back to the gorgeous, vast vistas of the Wind Waker. Last time on Wind Waker, we ventured forth across the open seas back to the fearsome Forsaken Fortress, where we scaled the Titanic Tower and fearlessly battled and defeated the deadly Helmer King. Kind of a succinct introduction, but there you go. This time around, we'll be setting sail to the Mother and Child Isles to obtain the elemental arrows we need to tackle a pair of twin dungeons, in order to obtain some new drip for our foresty fit. So we may be sailing around in search of Cyclos for quite some time, but to my understanding, he should be somewhere relative to the Tower of the Gods. So hopefully we shouldn't be looking for him for far too long. Hey, what is that? Is that one of the whirling mobobs, or is this an actual cyclone? No, the cyclones I remember, I swear to God, they look different. Yeah, because there's another one of those same things, so I think what we're looking for is like a literal gust gyrating pillar type thing. And I think they look a little bit different than that, if I remember correctly. So before we take off, I want to thank my new followers, Flynn and Lord Velian, both for the follows. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Hopefully we find this guy sooner rather than later, because I really don't want to be sailing on the ocean for like 45 minutes looking for him, but I don't think it'll take anywhere near that amount of time. Alright, here we go. That looks important. Or is that just the same cyclone? You all look the same. It's not racist. It's kind of like prostitutes on Aurora. You just all kind of start to look alike, you know? Some wear gold. That's the only way I can tell them apart. Like, sometimes they wear fishnets, and I'm like, I've seen you before. What's up, Kai? Enjoy your lurk, homie, and thank you for the $5 earlier. I really, really needed it. Silent Hill Homecoming went on sale on the Xbox market, and Brady was being a fucking dick, so I couldn't pick it up. Where the hell is this guy? You know, honestly, you don't think it'd be that hard to spot a flying frog in the fucking clouds, right? But here we are. And now it's nighttime. Maybe the cyclones only appear at nighttime. Maybe that's what it is. So I know we need the bow out. I know we gotta shoot him. I just don't know where he is. And unfortunately, this might take a minute. I really hope it doesn't, but it might take a good minute. Let me just pop into one of these things. It might be these things. Or maybe they retextured them. I don't know, because I swear to God I remember them looking different. Like, I swear to God, in the GameCube version, they were whiter. Because I think all these things do is redirect you. I think they just turn you around, don't they? Yeah, they just literally spit you back out, so... Huh. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut and trim to where I find him. That way I'm not sitting here taking up like 30 minutes of video for no fucking reason. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's the big kahuna. Come here, motherfucker. Get me in that shit. There he is. Foolish creature who does not fear the gods. To the end of the sea with you. Let the winds of Cyclos' wrath blow you away. We'll see about that, pussy. If I can aim. If I can aim. Okay, I gotta aim to the right a little bit. Nice, there we go. How do you like that, Froggy? Huh? More like a toad. Yeah, come down off your Nimbus, you holy shit, he's really big. Maybe I should shut my mouth and quit shit-talking the man. That's a heck of an arm you've got there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you fucking pansy with your Nimbus. What an eye. No one's ever been able to spot me in there before now. Maybe if you weren't red, idiot. You obviously have mastery of the air, and you obviously have no mastery over fucking camouflage. And now that we've established that you're quite the Wind Waker, which is quite weird because you're a toad. Let's see if you can handle this. Down, right, left, up. I remember. It's like a Mortal Kombat combo. Except I don't get to perform a fatality on the frogman. I don't think it works like that. I think we just learn a happy little song instead. Wahoo! In the hands of a Wind Waker like you, my adorable little cyclones will be as happy as can be. If you need to move like the wind over the ocean depths, just call on my cyclones. Well, I guess I'll head home for now. See you on down the road. Or will we? I mean, probably not. He's kind of like a one-time deal. He's kind of like a one-trick pony. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't need to equip the Wind Waker. Forgot about that. Now, if you'll all excuse me, I have a date with a 5-year-old girl. And I want to say she's on this one? So basically what the Ballad of Gales does is it gives you 4 or 5 distinct locations that you can warp to. One of these locations is our goal. One of these locations is where we want to go. I didn't nail it, by the way. I was hoping I would, that way I didn't have to play the song 15 times, but that's okay. Ah, here we go. So basically, I don't have any plans in order to do the temples, so whichever one we come across first is the one we're gonna do. So, for example, if we happen to get the Iron Boots first, we're gonna do the Wind Temple first. If we get the Power Bracelets, we're gonna do the Earth Temple first. So, everybody, I'd like you to meet the Queen of the Great Fairies. A 5-year-old child. Because Zelda's fucking weird.
Tee-hee-hee. Tell me, little boy, can you control the wind? Hee-hee. So young to have such power. How did you know to find me here?
Lucky guess.
I'm the queen of the fairy world. What is the matter, my child? Does that not surprise you, young one? I like you. And so I shall give new power to the bow that you wield.
And then she just tears the puppet's arms off, and Link is like, Jesus Christ! No, more like she bestows magic upon us with her magical fairy powers. That'd be really fucking funny, though. Like, totally catch Link off guard. Why are the fairies wearing diapers? That's what, you know, concerns me a bit. He's like, did these fairies just go inside me and produce magical elemental powers? Okay. You know what? It's a Zelda game. I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to ask too many questions before Nintendo send men in black suits to my front door. The power of the fire and ice have been added to your arrows. When you take out your bow, use the R to change arrowheads, and then fire away. Hopefully at people. Then they can freeze to death or combust into flames. Can you please quit doing this? If this was a horror game, this would be fucking terrifying.
Ice arrows can freeze the hottest flames, and fire arrows can melt the coldest ice.
Yeah, because that makes fucking sense, scientifically.
It's magic, dude. Shut the fuck up. The fairies in this fountain will ease your weariness. Use them as you need to.
Okay.
I must tell you, you're just my type. Hee
You hearing this shit? He's like, yeah, like, bitch is a little nutty. Either that or the King of Red Lions is jealous. He's like, hey lady, he's been riding around to me this entire time. He just met you. No, okay, alright. Let's get the fuck up out of here. So I remember there's an island near Dragon Roost, so that's where I'm headed. Where's Dragon Roost? There's Dragon Roost. I can't remember if it's just to the north or just to the south. And I can't remember if this is a temple entrance or if this is the thing that we need to be able to access the temple. Imagine how sick that must make Link. Jesus Christ. That would make me vomit all over the goddamn place. Do you have any magic for that? Probably not. Do you have any fucking ibuprofen and some frickin' Tums or something? Probably not. Okay, let's set forth into the vast open world and see if we can find this stupid fucking island. Because I have no idea where it's gonna be. I remember there's an island relative to this, and I think it was right after I disembarked from the coast of this island, so I'm assuming it's somewhere around here. But I can't remember exactly where. And I don't think that's it, because the volcanic area has a very distinct shape to it. And so does the ice one. But I know there's a lava cavern and there's an ice cavern. So whichever one we end up happening upon first is the temple that we're doing, whatever correlates. That is, if we don't get sunk to the bottom of the sea by fucking vicious cannon pirate boats. But that's fine, it's okay. They're like wildlife. Don't slow down, king asshole! I just said we'd be fine. What a dick. It's alright, it's okay. So, cool little story for you guys. Dangerous to go any further. I'm looking for the stupid fucking thing. Alright, whatever. Let's listen to the king of red boats. So, funny story. So, there was a giant windstorm the other night, and it knocked out my power entirely, and it toppled a tree. So, a shit ton of power lines and crap went down, so the state had to come. And the way they dealt with the tree that was blocking the road is they just set up traffic cones around it, which I found incredibly funny. I'm just like, yeah, okay. They'll be sure to ignore the giant slumped over tree if you put a few orange vibrant traffic cones there. So that was kind of funny. Oh, are we gonna run into one of my many-eyed friends? We're not really friends. I use that term loosely, you see. That's a lot of pots on the waves. That's a lot of sharks in the water. Regret. Ouch. Damn, they take a whole heart? Fuck's sake. These sharks don't fuck around. I mean, they're evil, and they have ominous, deadly music, and they're purple. How much more evil can you get? Okay, that looks pretty distinctive. So I'm gonna head over to this island. I don't know what this island is. Honestly, I should have marked them on the map, but, like, I don't have any way to mark them. That's what the fish are for. It's daybreak, though, so I guess that's good news. Maybe that'll help me see them more clearly. I swear to God there was one around Dragon Roost somewhere, but I don't know where. This is, Windfall Island, I think. Yeah, this is definitely most certainly Windfall. Okay, is this Tower of the Gods? Because I remember when I was sailing around Tower of the Gods, I came across the Ice Cavern. So let's go try and find the Ice Cavern, and we'll go head off to the Wind Temple. And the Wind Temple is really cool. It has one of my favorite Zelda soundtracks in the fucking world. It's so good. The atmosphere there is incredible. And I do cherish the Wind Temple a lot more than the Earth Temple. The Earth Temple in this game is not necessarily bad, it's just not as cool as the Wind Temple is. I'm sorry, Earth Temple, not all temples are built the same. Some of us are just built different. Let's see, that's the sunset. That looks like a beacon out there of sorts, maybe. So I just gotta sail around relative to the Tower of the Gods until I find this stupid ice cavern, and that's going to pretty much take the time of this part, I think. So... yeah, okay. These octopuses are not really boosting my confidence here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to pay attention to you right now. I'm trying to look for a massive hulking thing of ice, because global warming is real, and the ice caps are melting. Maybe Link is... Dude, is Link an eco-terrorist? What the fuck? Hold on. Let's see. The world is flooded over. We got elemental arrows that can manipulate the powers of fucking natural order. We have to go to the Wind Temple. He can conduct wind with his baton. How many natural disasters do you think Link is behind by controlling the wind like that? I'd go as far as to say quite a few. Okay, there's a massive seagulls over there, so we're staying over here. So, seagulls in sailor lore actually portend bad luck, is what flocks of seagulls do. So that's kind of what that's based on, which I find very cool. Because again, this game really freely uses the concept of being out at sea, which I think is really awesome. So where the hell is this ice cap that I have to... Like, I have a feeling that I'm gonna go to this ice cap and Greta Thunberg is gonna be there. And she's gonna be staring at me with her beady little fucking ginger eyes, and she's gonna have her arms crossed, and I'm like, I wasn't doing anything, I promise. And she's gonna be like, mm-hmm. And she's gonna go onto my Twitter and see my stream announcement, like, hey, come play some more Wind Waker, and I go like, huh. And I'm gonna be like looking around all panicked and shit. You know what? We might as well head to some of the Great Fairy Isles while we're looking. I could always come back here. I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, you know what? Let's go head over to this Great Fairy Island. Maybe we just need a little bit of a refresher. Maybe after we exit the Fairy Island, we'll literally find the ice place, like, in 5 seconds. That tends to happen sometimes. You really don't think it would be all that hard to see a giant floating mass of ice on the ocean, but... it is. Even with the swift, speedy sail. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's also hope and pray that this is a Great Fairy Island that I've not yet visited. Given that there's still a deadly cannon ship out front. Oh yeah, I definitely haven't been to this one because I know I haven't used the hammer on any of them yet. Get out of the boat, Link. Don't wait for the cannon to fire, asshole. It's almost like he wants to get blown up. Wait, why the music? Is that the boat? It's either boats or chews, and I don't know which one I'm more afraid of. As long as it's not those electric bastards, I hate those things. I'm not racist against chews. Chews come in all sorts of pretty shades of colors. They come in all shapes of the rainbow, like sherbet, or something like that.
Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, lady. I would take a fucking perk me up BJ over an upgrade to armor or health or whatever any day of the week. These are some of the best looking Great Fairies in all of Zelda, because I'm not gonna hold you. The fairies from Ocarina of Time look like they're fucking discounts of RuPaul's Drag Race.
The fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed. And don't go visit any of those great fairies that look like the runoffs from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Link's like, don't gotta tell me twice, thanks, lady. Let's get the fuck up out of here.